Hello everyone, Collectaholic here. This is a response video for Anthony Mathews Presents Cardboard. Okay, so Anthony asked for his response video for an in-person auto. Not an auto that was pulled from a pack, but an in-person auto or a TTM through the mail. I don't have any in-person autos on baseball cards or any type of cards, but I do on comic books. Now, I'm a big comic book collector. I love my horror comics. And back in 2012, I was at the New York City Comic Con, and one of my favorite horror comics is Crossed. Let's zoom this out so we could see this. One of my favorite horror comics is Crossed. Now this comic is graded a 9.8. Now in order to get that CGC, by the way, is one of it is the best grading company for comic books. In order to get this yellow label signature series, someone from CGC, the grading company, has to be there and actually watch the person sign the comic, or else you will not, if they don't see them, watch them sign this comic, you do not get this label, the signature series label. Now this cover was blank. Now this is the artist of the comic. Not only did he sign it, but this is called a sketch cover. He signed it and drew a sketch right in front of a representative from CGC. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. And here's the top of the label. They're kind of like PSA, grading. It's kind of like grading a card, but it's grading a comic book. Pretty cool. And I have another one. A good friend of mine, he started his own comic called Insane Tales from the Dead. This one is a 9.8. He signed this for me, and we were at the Comic-Con, actually the same time I got the other one graded in 2012. And we signed it in front of CGC. That's why we have the signature series label. It's a nice 9.8, pretty cool. All new Tales of Horror. The back of the comic, that's my buddy there. He's also in a band, death metal band called Day of Doom. If you're into death metal, check out that band. And also, if you're into horror comics and you like some Insane Tales from the Dead, I believe you could go to insanetalesfromthedead.com or check him out on Facebook. You could buy some of the comics. I think he's up to number 4. And there's multiple covers on number 4 and insane artists from all over the world. It's pretty sick. Anyway, in this comic book here, this is number 1. In this comic book, in the fan mail section, in the back of the book, I wrote a poem, a horror poem, back when I was a teenager. And he put it in the fan mail section of this comic. Now, Insane Tales from the Dead number 2, he took my poem from number 1 and he turned it into a short story, or made it a short story and drew art to it in number 2. And this is signed by me, Chris Laskowski. I went to a Comic-Con, I did signings, signed in red. Actually, there's only 4 of these ever graded. This is a 9.8. And we're somewhere down here, it says short story by Chris Laskowski. Pretty cool. This is number 2. It's all black and white art. Pretty cool stuff. The back of this one, sweet. I mean, there's some sweet art in here. But it's pretty cool. And so he signed this one and I signed it. There's our signatures here in red. I love my comics, man. I haven't collected in a while because of these cards and they're so expensive. But I just love comics. I love collecting a lot of other things also. But comics and cards and horror figures are my main. And coins. Anyway, you guys, hope you enjoyed your weekend. Actually, the weekend's not over yet. My days are all confused because I have different days off every week. Alright, so enjoy your weekend. And you guys have a great night. Until next time.